Hello guys, welcome to this video Friday night over here, and we're gonna be starting this video from the analysis of indices and gold and some of the cryptocurrencies that we have been looking into, like the Bitcoin and Ethereum and many other major sort of things that we usually trade. So when it comes to the gold, obviously whenever you are seeing these sort of blue lines over these volatility indicators, and it's not actually a good volatility to trade in. The market is in an appropriate volatile. It is trading. It's like some sort of a choppy actions, and you cannot even trade it because you can see this sort of a VIX. Actually, the VIX, whenever you see that, it's actually the market moving above that so range you would have anticipated if you were looking in the past trading history. So like these days, the candles, no, not these days, actually the prayer for hours, and if you're turning all these things into 1 minute time frame, then you'll be like, yeah, the candles would be looking like a little bit more smaller. So let me show you guys that. If you're going into the 5 minutes, wow, see this sort of a move. There could be potentially some sort of a news like NFP, that's major news that hits the praise of gold. Usually, I mean, not every time. So um, when it comes to the small time frame, you can see that how volatile the praise is. It's actually not nominal or normal volatility that its function. It's an abnormal volatile market right now. That's why I stepped back from the market in the past few months whenever the market's staying in this sort of a range. So I traded it when the price is like skyrocketing into this area. So I exited from this point of the way that I just made all my trade in the close of them. Had a short positions and holded somewhere here. I couldn't catch these things all the way to here, but made some longs. So it's a support resistance trade that the old thing that you could do nowadays. Yeah, potentially speaking, that's the yeah. Let's have a look into what are all things that just we could see these US 100 and GBP USD. Nothing actually. It's like the usual thing. Dixie is trading. What's up? I mean, Dixie is pumping. So I guess that the GBP and the price should trade at lower prices and at a discount, right? So if you guys are making some payments to the foreign countries like the GBP, especially the yeah, I would say the UK, that's where the pound is using, and not only pound but the foreign currencies in total and in general. And there could be some other news that potentially could influence the news that came out in terms of the trade activities or any sort of new investment coming into that particular countries, like the Japan had a terrible volatile week since when it comes to compare to the Dixie and other set of foreign currencies, and it's because some of the news related to the Bank of Japan. So it happens all the time. Um, so finally, we are going to be moving back into this crypto. That's, I guess, most of you are well, really interested in to listen from my part. And market is still in an optimistic way. That's what I look. Price is about to get into this 48 again. Um, Most probably not that 48 exactly, but at least it should fill some of the fair value gap it's just created over the 4 hourly time frames. That is what I'm anticipating right now, this moment. So, funny thing is, I've been trading the commodities and the Indian stock market. It's been like just a lucrative option for many of the people living in India here in my country. So we have been like there's been like more than um, I don't know how much, but plenty of IPOs in the past year, 2023. I guess the most IPO the history of Indian stock market may happen in the last year, because there's been terribly IPOs. Like, I guess whenever we see this sort of a lot of IPOs coming into the market, we should be like anticipating some sort of a bubble is just popping up somewhere. Like in the 2000, the dot-com bubble just happened. That sort of a bubbles happen usually whenever the funds flow into the market. The people are really optimistic, they're greedy, and they are in that euphoric phase. And whenever they get the funds from the IPOs, yeah, IPOs provide a lot of fun for the people there who have a lot of money. That's the easy part, and everybody could understand that. The last stock that I just looked at is the Paytm. So what's special about this stock is it's actually trading in a terribly bad price, and there is some sort of circulations and news and new updates from the state of RBI that it's gonna be like banning the Ethereum, so it's over. So if you guys are using the Ethereum, I'm actually a user of that. Good app, very good working things is working really good, but they are right now facing some sort of debt issues because the company's issue has been issuing some sort of a loans for the people they are not actually with the credentials and the yeah, I mean it's like the default swap issues like it just moved the whole world, the whole USA into a crisis of economic crisis like we have been listening to that since yeah, everybody know that the 2009 crisis of financial crisis just happened because of there's been a lot of amount of default loans that people are not paying or they are not capable to repay all the loans that they took. And when that happens, yeah, either the bank collapses or the economy collapses. And if the banks are not getting collapsed, then they could be doing some other tricky works to hide something which that's happening to them. That's what the biggest investment banks did at that time. Lehman Brothers, they got vanished from the face of Earth to nowhere. It's just one of the stories we all of us have to consider when it comes to the investments in the fintech apps. Paytm is one of them, and there's many other things, but I wouldn't really want to mention those names because I'm not, honestly, I'm not recalling any of this fintech giants. They were providing loans for the people, and they're also facilitating some of the bank things. There was the Paytm wallet, and they've been doing the same thing as the banks functioning in India. So that's one of the reasons that we invite. Yeah, I mean that could be one of the reasons. It's not certain thing. PepsiCo is actually is gonna come down even more. That's what's at least at this point of time I'm expecting from the sort of market languages. To understand the market language and what it actually conveys, the messages, the people that read these charts, it's actually the emotions, and that's where we are. It's getting conveyed from the signals, like there you can see a bunch of candles that's moving around. This is just broke this trend line, and it's actually kind of retest. And again, trying to make some moves, but this is actually some sort of an inefficient thing. Not a valid pattern. Like it's kind of like it's not even a V-shaped recovery. To get a V-shaped recovery, we have to see that thing like a curve. There is have some sort of an angle thing. Like you have to get that not angle but angle. Okay, so. Here if it's just creating head and shoulder, and I guess it will be happening soon. It looks like a dildo. My God, I mean, I'm really bad at drawing. Head and shoulder, guys. Head and shoulder, not a dildo. Okay, I guess this is it. Um, So it could be like forming that pattern and breaking towards the downside. And if you're trading in the US market, in Ameritrade or any other platforms, like you're having these kind of platforms, if you're trading the Fund Trading Plus or any sort of I would say that C-Trader by your brokers. IC Market is one of the brokers that provide this sort of US stocks in order to trade. And also, the biggest platform, I think, what is that? So I forgot the names. I mean, yeah, let me back away from the trading. Yes, 100, the chat is actually sticky. It's not retrieving the data. Yeah, I mean, it's not actually retrieving the data from currency.com. I don't know, it's not my problem actually. So this is the whole update. This is the whole update that I would like to give in this week for the week ahead. Bitcoin, obviously. It's some sort of a demonstration that we had. So I had anticipated the price. It's more likely going to get up. And when it comes to the euro, everything is the same as GBP. Euro is less, yeah, I mean, a little bit more volatile than the GBP because, as you know, that's the GBP is only using in the you, I don't know. So that's enough for today, I guess. We'll see tomorrow.